East the deal, it's your favorite Eastside nigga, EastSide K-Boy, and we are at the Why Not podcast. Why not have me on this motherfucker?
How you do your work so well. You've been working so hard.
Man, what's going on? This is the host with the most, your guy, Mr. Bro Rogan, and this is the Why Not podcast. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And today, we are sitting here with an LA legend as myself, and we have K-Boy in the building. Let's go. What's going on, young man? How are you today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm happy, man. Like I was telling you, I really appreciate you coming in. So, like, anytime someone coming in and help spread the word and help the channel, man, I feel great about it, and I really appreciate you stopping in today, bro. How you feeling, though?
I'm good, man. I appreciate y'all hitting me and want me to come on here because we got to help each other out. You feel me?
No problem, man. Anytime, and that's what we about here at the Why Not, studios, Why Not podcast. We're about helping each other out because at the end of the day, we all we got, man.
Facts.
So you know what I'm saying. So let's get into it, just in case. Let's get more familiar with each other. So your upbringing, you're from Los Angeles. And what area in Los Angeles? We don't have to get into like the bullshit, but like just growing up, I know you put Eastside in front, so you want to specify exactly where, like.
I'm from the Eastside Low Bottoms.
Go ahead, okay.
You know what I mean, and so that's like I grew up on 49th and McKinley.
Oh, yeah. Easty.
Yeah, so my stomach grounds is over there.
Okay.
You know what I mean, by the well-known famous Taco Mama.
Right. Yeah, Taco Mama like a motherfucker. I used to live on 65th in San Pedro.
Yeah.
My cousins, they still live over there. But, yeah, I used to live. When I first moved out of my parents' house, my grandparents' house, I rented a house on 65th in San Pedro, and we was over there. We used to call it the frat house.
Come on, East Side.
Yeah, East Side like a motherfucker. When Tams was still on Gage. I don't think it's right. Is it still?
Nah.
Yeah,
But I'm from that area, the low bottom East Side.
Go ahead.
Where I always try to give the history of it first, like how you said, without all the bullshit.
Yes.
Central Avenue, that's the place where black people came first before they migrated to the west side, before there was a Lamert and the Crenshaw district. The black people was over there first.
100%.
So the area I'm from, that's where black people really was like, that's where they solidified their spot.
Uh-huh.
I mean, so 41st and Central, that's where the first Black Panthers were in Los Angeles.
Oh.
That's my stomping grounds.
Uh-huh, that's
we
great.
got the Dunbar Hotel.
Dunbar.
Yeah.
Wow, you taking it back.
Yeah.
Damn, that is legendary.
42nd and Central. So if you from over there, that's why the jazz festivals start on Central Avenue from my side all the way up.
Exactly. See, I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people don't know, because my family came from the South. That's an inside joke. Yeah. I mention that every episode. That's why, But no, when Central was the stomping ground for everyone migrating, because one, you had the train station, but like you had factories on Central.
Facts, yeah.
All the way up and down Central, all the way from damn near not Compton, but I can't remember. But all the way down from the hundreds all the way down past the 20s, and everyone got off those trains coming from Mississippi, Texas, and they all lived on Central. And Central was what Hollywood Boulevard is now for black folks. That's where you had the jazz clubs, like you said. Yeah. Babes and Ricky's was there. You had a lot. So I'm familiar with that area because that is where my grandparents settled and because I was born in Killer King Hospital, so I lived on the East Side for my first 2 years, but all my cousins are East Side babies and shit. So I know Central, man. That's tight, man. I'm glad you brought that up, man, because a lot of times people hear Central or hear East Side or hear Low Bottoms, and the first thing they want to know or talk about is the bullshit. I'm glad that you brought up the good shit. Like, man, this is with the first club and the Dunbar. That's great history right there, man. That's a good place to be from. So you stayed there throughout your childhood, or did you? Okay.
My great grandmother, she had owned property over there.
Okay.
So we came over there around when I was 11, but she been had it though. She
right
since I was even born.
Right, exactly.
She had property.
That's where y'all was at. Yeah.
Yeah, she had property right there on 49th and McKinley. So she had property right there, and she also had property right there on King and Degnan.
Oh,
So
dang.
my family got the best of both worlds.
Okay, yeah, you on both sides, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, now, so what's some of the positive things you learned about growing up in that area, other than like the jazz things? Is there anything else like anything that stuck with you as a kid? Like, oh, this is a great area. Like, it's something that you really that stuck with you and you keep in your heart.
Yeah, before our time, it was well rooted like the South.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? The black people really loved each other, really supported it. Really was damn near like a Black Wall Street.
100%.
So just getting that information and that history from older people from over there, and letting me know how things used to be, and it made me feel good. Like I am a part of history over there.
100%.
Like, it's not all about the gang and the bullshit all the time. Like we know it's gangs everywhere, but
Right.
I always want to talk about the monumental shit of where I'm from.
There's only one movie that I can think of that actually showed what Central used to be, like Devil in the Blue Dress with Denzel Washington.
Because Denzel Washington and Harry O, because Harry O from outside of town. Harry O from the Low Bottoms.
Yeah, he is.
Denzel and Harry O was close friends.
Real close.
So even in Training Day, nobody knows Denzel did a lot of deleted scenes on the Low Bottom East Side.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I was actually in a couple of deleted scenes.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Damn! Don't you hate when they do the cuts and you?
It's
like,
cool.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But no, he did a lot of deleted scenes over there. So
Right.
I don't know his background, but since he was real cool with Harry O, I want to say that he was from around there.
Well,
too.
I know. I kind of know the background. When Denzel started out as an actor, he was in a play that was going on in L.A. and Harry O was the money behind it.
Exactly.
So when he paid for this play, the first actor that he chose to be in the play was Denzel, and Denzel was an unknown dude coming straight from New York, but he was in L.A. in the early '80s. I mean, like the mid '80s, and that was his first real acting gig that he got through Harry O.
Yeah, so shout out Harry O.
Yeah, shout out Harry O, man. You got to shout out Harry O because he saw the legend in Denzel before the legend was even born. So yeah, I know that's where their history is. So, but like I was saying, that's the only movie where they actually talk about it because that movie was based during the time that we're talking about right now, and like he was up and down Central all on that movie, going to the juke clubs, and it was with the Chitlin circuit.
That's really my goal is to gather a lot of history and key points and facts, and make a movie about it.
Man,
and
well,
get it to the right people so it could be on a broad scale, not on some. I ain't even gonna call it to be low budget because at the end of the day, it got a lot of eyes. It got millions of eyes. But I feel like that story is supposed to be like on Hulu, Netflix, Peacock, or something like that.
Man, I think
if not on the big screen in the theaters, because it's a lot of history that people need to understand. I want to take it to where the Panthers was, and then the Dunbar and how the jazz and the origin of that, and even when the how it evolved into the how the Slossons and all that shit
100%,
came from over
the
there
gangsters,
too,
yeah,
the businessmen
the
and all that shit from over there too.
100%,
and then it evolved to the Crips and the Bloods.
100%.
So we need all that whole story.
Yeah, and what's better than to have someone from around there to tell that story? I think that's something you should really, really work on because that's some history that these kids need to know about. And like we just mentioned jazz again, and the reason why I say Babes and Rickies, I don't know if you're too familiar with that, but there used to be a jazz club there called Babes and Rickies, and all the big musicians from Fitzgerald,
Billie Holiday,
they used to all come and sing here, right? But when it got shut down, when the plants and all the things started getting shut down and black people were being pushed out of that area, there were some people who still wanted the Babes and Ricky vibe. So there used to be a small little hole-in-the-wall club in Leimert Park, like with all the originals in there, like Mickey Champion. If you look it up, you'll know what I'm talking about. She was a lady back in the day who used to sing on Central who was afraid to fly. So her career didn't go as far as it was supposed to because she was grounded. She refused to get on flights, but she was up there with Billie Holiday.
That's fire.
So we rewind to like the early 2000s when they reopened, or the late 90s, early 2000s, they opened up Babes and Rickies in Leimert Park. And they did it exactly how they used to in Central. That's like fire. We used to walk in that motherfucker and there was the Big Mama. She'd be at the front door. And you walk in, they hand you a plate. fried chicken, cornbread, collard greens. You go and sit down, and then like you had all these original musicians. Nothing. They just go up there and just freestyle, and like it was so dope. And then at the end of the night, before you left, you just hear this loud belt, somebody singing from the background, and then this old lady come walking out the back. Nigga, I'm talking about 85 years old, but singing like a goddamn angel. No microphone, belting, and that was the closer. It was Mickey Champion, and we used to go, man, like once a month. And then it got to the point to where like I started going in there. It was nothing but like white kids from UCLA, and I was like, damn, this thing is becoming something. But then, like, I guess they shut it down. But there's a small little documentary on YouTube. I think you should check that out, man.
Check it. I love
it's called Babes
shit.
and Ricky's, but it directs from the central area, man. It used to be lit. But, man, that's tight. You from there. So is that where you get your music from being around there? Like, how did you get into the music industry? So, or, like, what made you start rapping? Or how'd you first, like, decide, like, man, this is something I want to do? Did you have any influences in your family? Or
It was that. It was my uncle.
Okay.
He got killed when I was 12.
Okay.
My mother's
sorry to
baby
hear
brother.
that.
His name was Ray Ray. We called him Ray Mac.
Okay.
He the one who taught me how to write 16 bars and all that, and how to structure a song the right way, because he was doing it.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, because I always get asked this question and I tell the same story, I think that he was supposed to have a meeting with Warren G the next day, but he ended up getting killed. But I got my musical influence from him first, and then of course, you know, the West Side Connections, the Snoop Dogg's, the Dog Pounds, things of that nature, on the East Coast, the Jay-Z's and shit like that.
Right.
And then even then, when 50 came out 2003, you know what I mean, that was like the last of my high school, so shit like that. But really, it came from my uncle. And I was really deep into sports before I was into music and before I really got into the streets.
What sport did you play?
I played both, but I played football real well, though.
Oh, yeah? We love football here in LA. What position you played?
I played DB.
Okay, I did too. I was a corner and a wide receiver.
I was a shutdown corner. The only nigga that ever burned me ended up being one of the best receivers in the NFL.
Come on now.
That's Deshaun Jackson.
I swear to God, when you said that, that's the first name that came to my head, because I'm a little older than that, but D-Jack, I was watching him when he was coming. Man, wasn't nobody as fast as him.
He ran a 4.2 in high school.
Yeah, I've never seen nobody run that fast in pads. Yeah. Like, I'm talking about, like you said, Long Beach Poly Games was lit. Dude, he was running past everyone.
Bro, I played against the AJ Tuatellis,
Oh,
the Greg Chapman, shut everybody down except Deshaun Jackson. And then years later, when we see each other, when we older, and I tell him, so he like, that is you. I'm like, yeah, we became boys, and he became this NFL star. I'm rapping, and he starting his company, Jackpot, and all that.
Jackpot.
And I went to Mayor's High School before I played against him at Narbonne, but I went to Mayor's first.
Oh.
So that's how we all connected, and I know all the 40s.
Okay, so you went to Narbonne. Okay.
Yeah. I went to Narbonne for my last year.
Damn, when I was, they older than me, but like when I was a freshman, it was, what's the nigga? We used to call him Jamie Foxx. I can't remember, but Narbonne was popping. I remember because a lot of my homeboys went to Dorsey. So the Dorsey-Narbonne rivalry was crazy.
No, I went to Narbonne when they first started winning the championship. We was the first championship they.
Go ahead. He was on the championship team.
And then that's when they became this powerhouse.
Okay, sweet. That's tight, man. Shout out to Narbonne. Shout out to D-Jack, man. He's supposedly showing up, man. Man, I'm a whole 4 extra to that, because he said he bringing D-Jack in, because I'm a fan of him, man. That's one of my guys. But so like, what's some of your early music features? Like when you got into it, like some of the features, either you was on someone's record or someone on your record, like where you was like, yeah, this is gonna be the takeoff. This is where I'm gonna take it serious. Because I know we all at one time, we play around with the rap, but like I feel like it's a moment in your career where you're like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. Like, fuck the football, fuck everything else. When was that time? Was it a feature? Was it a song?
No, it was really my homegirl named Polka. She introduced me to Glasses Malone.
Shout out to Glasses.
And I rapped for him. And when I rapped for him, he was telling me that he was the only Crip from Black Wall Street. And at that time, I'm 18 years old. So, 18 still in the streets. You like, nigga, what? It ain't nothing but Bloods over there.
Yeah, what you doing over there?
You ain't over there. And he put out this song called 200. And he be like, I got 100 Crips and 100 Pyrus. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I was like, oh, shit.
He was telling the truth.
He was. So, at that time, I became his first young nigga from his Blue Division shit. And then people who don't really know if they did their history, I was in a group first called the Block Boys.
Oh, okay.
One of my high school friends named Ace. So Glasses took both of us, and we was called the Block Boys. So Glasses gave me my first opportunity to start doing music. So that's when I said, okay, this is for real, because dealing with Glasses, I got to be a part of the tail end of watching him being with Chuck and the whole Black Wall Street shit.
I kind of, damn, that's crazy. I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot that Glasses, because I remember him being with Baby and them. I forgot he dealt with.
He fucked with Game first.
Yeah, he sure did. Yeah,
it was Black Wall Street. It was Game. It was Face.
Big Face,
and it was G-Rod.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah,
damn. Okay, so that was your early introduction. So was it a falling out with Black Wall Street and you guys, or you just was like, man, it's time for me to go my separate way?
Nah, you know, when you start getting these, when you start getting the bidding war, it's whoever, you know, is best fit for you in your career.
100%.
And at that time, Black Wall Street wasn't the best fit for his career, so he moved on. He got a deal with Sony.
Right.
And that's when it went crazy, when it was like the first $1.7 million deal in a long time with Sony. But Sony had dropped their urban department right when they signed him, so that's why he went with Mac 10 and Who Banging Cash Money. So that's how that deal came apart. And I was there through everything.
Dude, yo, so you was there when Wayne and them decided to start wearing red rags.
I was through everything. Yeah, Mac 10 turned them out.
He turned them. That's why I said that, because you said that he turned them boys out. They took it serious too, didn't they?
Yeah.
Damn, man.
It was Mac 10 in turn.
Come on now. So shout out to Mac 10 too, man. Like I miss Mac, man. Like it was a time where like Mac was heavy in my rotation.
I just talked to him like 2 weeks ago.
Good, man.
Mac 10, the only one who really offered me a real contract.
Shout out to Mac 10, man. Shout out to Who Banging Records, man. Shout out to Red Cafe too, because I remember he had him over there.
That's my guy, Shake Down.
Yeah, come on now. So how did you link up with Nipsey and Joe Moses? Was that once you start? I mean, was it during the time you were still dealing with Glasses and Mac?
Because I was dealing with Glasses for a long time.
Right. But
I ended up getting shot, so I stopped. I stopped rapping. But prior to me getting shot, me and Nipsey always been cool. But me and Nipsey met each other back when we both was on the like art chitlin circuit, and we wasn't even supposed to be there, but we performed at the Mixed Nuts Comedy Club. If anybody know LA, the Mixed Nuts, and you know directly what hood that's in. You got Nipsey being from 60, me being from Gangsters. We was not supposed to be there, technically.
I was just about to say, what happened made y'all go there? But niggas wanted.
Well, we wanted to push our career.
Right, that hunger.
So we wanted to go, and that's where they was having the rap shit. So when we met there, and I didn't meet Nipsey at the time. I met Thundercat. You feel me? So when we met, we was cool. Told each other we see each other around.
Okay.
Seen him again probably like a month later. I was in the Crenshaw Shopping Center. That's when they used to have what was that record shop right there?
Oh fuck. I want to. It's not Martin's. That's on Pico.
It was the record shop right in the shopping center.
Damn, I know what you're talking about.
Damn, I forgot.
Damn, I forget everything, man. Cause
I forgot. But
I know exactly. You know, I know it's LA.
But that's the time where you know CDs and cassettes and everything was still popping.
100%.
So they had that. That was the only one right there in the shopping center.
Right.
And I went. We had a mutual friend named Cords Marlon. He dope producer. So he was working there. We was just chopping it up, and 60s walked by. And they noticed that I ain't from 60s, and this is a new face. So, so they pushed all up in there. 100. But then I see the tall nigga with his hair looking all wild and shit. I'm like, oh, okay, that's Nip in my head. So,
Thundercat.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know, they come in. They ask me where I'm from. I ask them, but then Nip kind of step in like, wait. I do know you.
Right.
He turn around and tell all his homies like, man, nah, he hood.
Right.
So they introduce themselves. I introduce myself. We exchange hoods and all that. He like, hey, man, I got a shop across the street. Come fuck with me. Ever since then, we've been tight as a motherfucker.
Okay, and during that time, did you get to meet like all the other bros that he rapped with, like Cuzzy and everybody?
Yeah, for sure. That's why I have a dope relationship with them till this day.
Right.
All of them.
Okay.
Jay Stone was in and out of jail, but me and Jay Stone cool. I'm on Jay Stone's latest project right now.
Okay, shout out to Jay Stone. Did you go to the All Money Inn? They recently had a concert a few months ago.
Yeah, I was there.
I was too.
You know, niggas always calling me out the crib walk. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, I was. I was there too. It was a dude. I don't want to get away from the topic, but it was a guy. Once I think he was signed to Nip label. The guy from Bounty Hunters. I can't think of his name.
Killer Twan. That's my guy.
Killer Twan. Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. I wasn't familiar with his music. Man, I left there that night as a fan. Man, he got on that motherfucker. He was busting. See, I become fans of guys. Like, I fuck with new artists all the time. However, for me to really become a fan, I got to see you perform. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could be a fan listening to your music, but when I become a real fan, if I see you perform and you got the breath control and that's when and that was my first time seeing him. And I was like, I left that motherfucker and I be playing. Yeah, Killer Twan hard. That's and that's dope, man. Now I heard you say something about you stopping. I don't know if you want to get into this, but it's something you just mentioned. I was gonna ignore it, but since you brought it up, you said you got shot 4 times that made you stop.
Yeah.
What happened in that situation? If you don't mind, just elaborating on it a little bit.
Bro, everybody be up here trying to tell these Superman war stories.
Yes, they do.
It was just simple. Nigga asked me where I was from.
Mm-hmm.
I told him.
He gave it up.
And he shot me.
Ooh, just that simple.
Simple as that.
ABC,
Yeah,
right.
Close range. It was a car-to-car shooting.
Ooh,
I was this way, waiting in the middle of the street with my hazards on. He pulled up on me, asked me where I'm from. I told him, shot me up.
That's how it happened, too.
Empty the clip. Thank God I only took 4 of them. Damn. And I'm still here to talk about it, yo.
Well, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you survived that, because, man, that ain't nothing worse than being in a situation like that. And it's like your life changed after that, because, like, even if you don't get hit, because, I used to live in a certain area, and my cousins being from another area, the dudes in that area didn't like that. So, like, and I'm not even exaggerating. Like, they came around a lot. So, like, they hit a few people, they missed a lot of times, but like just being in that situation growing up, man, I just remember just like, damn, every time after we survived that shit, it's like any one of us could have just got hit in the wrong area.
I just tell everybody, ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun.
Nah,
being on the other side of the barrel is
that's a good one,
different.
Man. That's a good saying, man. So let me steer away from the negative, because one thing I try to keep the vibes positive here, man, because I know a lot of other people want to come on there, and like you said, everybody want to come tell the Superman story. A Superman story to me is somebody handling their business and like the positive shit. Like, man, I'm standing on business at the same time. This is what I do for my family. This is what I'm doing in my career. So let's get away from that bullshit. Tell me about Shockaware, because boy, I remember when I first started seeing these billboards. Man, I started seeing them everywhere. I'm like, what is Shockaware? And like, then I started going to the Slauson, because we were still wearing pro clubs at the time. Then like somebody at the Slauson was like, we don't have pro club, but we got Shockaware. And that's when I was like, oh, that's what that is. So can we talk about like your history with them, or how it started, or however you want to tell the story, Shaka? You can go ahead. The platform's yours.
Nah, so it goes back to G Malone again.
Okay.
G Malone and Bone Thugs and Harmony was the first 2 rappers that Shockaware ever had billboards for.
They did have Bone.
So they had them too.
Uh-huh.
So at that time, I'm just a little bro
Right.
underneath G, always wanting. I want a billboard too. I want a poster too.
Yeah, especially in the city.
But you got to work for it.
Uh-huh.
So 10 years later, shout out my dude Dice. He got Slow Feet Don't Eat Clothing. Dice takes me up there. He still have a relationship with Shockaware. He takes me up there. He takes me and my manager Pooh, which is G Malone older brother. So I still keep it in the family.
Right.
So he takes me and Pooh up there, and we have a meeting. And I only went there just to get the billboards and get like a sponsorship. So we do that. They give me 12 billboards across the low bottom east side.
Whoa.
Dope. You know what I mean? I fly my mom back out in town. The owners have a big dinner for me and my family and everything.
Come on now.
Cool. So I'm thinking that's just it. I'm thinking I'm just going to be able to just come up there and just get T-shirts.
Right.
After that, one of the owners, because it's 2 brothers and a father.
Go ahead.
So one of the brothers called me back and say, nah, let me talk to you. Whatever he's seen in me, I appreciate it, because he's seen something other than just a nigga being on a billboard and some just street ignorant nigga. He felt like I can help his company.
That energy. It's energy.
So I don't even like to throw titles out. We played around with a lot of titles.
Okay.
Yeah, giving me up at Shockaware, but what I did help and contribute, including a massive team that we had. It wasn't just me, but I brought a lot of notoriety to the company as far as the culture and rappers.
Got it.
That's what I helped bring to the table.
Oh.
So I was just doing that, and shit, I still do that. But that's how we did. But it's really a collective though.
Right.
It's a collective. You got one of the owners, John.
Shout out to John.
His brother Eugene and their father, Mr. Park. They really took me in like I'm their family. And then I don't know if you're familiar with Doughboy, but Doughboy handles a lot of music.
Doughboy.
Like he doesn't do music, but he handles a lot of music with like he co-manages TF and he does everything like in the hip hop circuit.
Tiny Floyd.
Yeah,
Okay.
He does stuff like that, Doughboy. So at the end of the day, I got him over there too, so he's doing an incredible job over there as well.
Oh.
So I'm just still doing like the brand ambassador type thing because I'm so focused on my music right now.
That's dope, man.
But if you still want like the best quality T-shirt, you got to go to Shaka. But
Hell yeah, shout out to Shaka Wear, man. Hopefully, after this interview, man, maybe we could talk about like some.
What I'll do is I'll get y'all in contact with them. Like I said, John is the owner, but of course he don't like to be seen a lot. But
I hear that.
You got Doughboy over there. You got Ben. You got Tyson, and you got an incredible lady named Victoria. She runs everything. She do all the big shit for them. So
okay, yeah, man,
so
we definitely can get some things going on, man, because we this is a platform where, like I said, we out here trying to grow, and we out here trying to help everyone else get as big as possible and whatever, because we all need each other at the end of the day. And like sponsorship is great, man, and if you guys can help sponsor us, we can help sponsor you guys. That'd be probably something that we should talk about, so that'd be tight. Man, so while researching you, another guy in the game that came up was Dave East. What's your relationship with Dave East? Because that kind of threw me off. I'm like, because I was seeing I saw the glass and stuff, and then Dave East's name came up. I was like, oh, that's different. I was like, okay, let me ask him before I get into. I didn't want to read too much on that. I'd rather hear it from you. Like,
that's my guy.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people in this industry, we understand it's a cutthroat industry.
Yes, it is.
A lot of people fake in this industry, and I just kind of made a post like that on my Instagram the other day. Like, it's a lot of people that see you. Bro you, suck my nigga, talk to you, shake your hand, tell you they love you, and then, walk away and be like, fuck that nigga, I don't fuck with that nigga, that nigga's a bitch, that nigga's a clown, fuck that nigga. And I don't be understanding the energy like that, but then again, it's like, yes, I do.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Because they hated on Jesus because they thought he was, talking shit about making these miraculous things.
Like, nigga, he didn't really do that.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, I feel some type of way for like 48 minutes.
Okay.
And then I dust it off. You feel me?
Right.
But Dave East is one of them ones that I gotta say that he stand on his word ever since we met.
Shout out
So
Dave East,
like I said, we don't like to perpetuate the shit, but it's documented already. So he's from New York,
right?
But he bangs the hood that's from out here, from Harlem 30s.
30s.
In the history of my hood in the Harlem, so we clicked up together called 430. So so my people that's from out here that deal with him on a personal level. The homegirl Red.
Okay.
From 30s, you know what I mean? Worldwide Red, everybody know her. So
she's legendary out here.
He calls her mama. And then my homeboy Drew from 30s deal with him on a daily basis. So and Pill as well. So Red and them been trying to get me with him all the time. And I always kind of like flake. He'd be here, then I'd be like, I'm coming, or something come up. And she'd be like, boy, you playing. So it is what it is. So finally, he was here. They invited me to the studio. I actually came. I don't like asking niggas to get on songs and shit like that when you first meet them. I just try to build a bond and let's, you know what I mean? Let's get this shit organically. Let's build this relationship.
Exactly.
So, first day, cool. Felt each other out. You know what I mean? Of course, they introduced me, let them know, like, nah, this a real homie. We talk, chop it up. But the next day, Drew said, hey, can the homie play his music? I still got that video on my phone. When I played my music, he went crazy.
He got some bars, don't he?
So when he went crazy, like, okay, he threw on a beat, he did his verse, and then he turned back and looked at me like, what we doing? From that day forward, we've been locked in.
Okay, shout out to Dave East, man. I like Dave East because I got some partners that, like, when he come to LA, they deal with him, and like I've never heard no bad things about him. And like you said, there, especially us LA cats, we see these industry dudes, and we might be some of the niggas that'll shake their hand and walk away like, man, that nigga's a weirdo. But like, because I've heard it all from a lot of different artists, but one thing I can say is, like, he ain't got no smut on his name out here.
But this is my thing, and this is what I've been trying to, I don't like to say preach, but this is what the message I've been trying to convey. Mm-hmm. Why is somebody a weirdo? Why is somebody a buster, a bitch, or a clown? Did you see them do that type of activity?
Right, I know. People quick to give people titles.
Yeah, if you never seen that individual give that type of energy or do those type of activities, don't put them names on them because that's fucked up. And especially the snitch word. Like, niggas will put a snitch on a nigga. That's a jacket you don't want.
Yeah, I know. They throw that word around. Like,
I
hear the paperwork word around so often.
They throw paperwork, snitch, and the word bro around too much. And niggas don't even really be bros. Like
nah, they don't.
So speaking of Dave East, while we on the subject right now, I got a song called 6 Feet featuring Problem.
Okay.
Going by his government name now, Jason Morton.
I was just gonna say, I remember he said he's not going by that anymore.
This my song 6 Feet, produced by Dem Joints, has been picked to be in the movie. It's the BOSCO story. So it comes out February 2nd. So my song is in the movie.
Wow.
So shout out Dave East and Problem.
Shout out to Dave East and Problem. 6 Feet. We'll be looking for that, definitely. That's dope, man.
I just did another version of 6 Feet, man. It's a surprise, but it's a some West Coast shit, but it's a surprise because nobody's seen us do music in a long time together.
Okay, hey, well, we all be looking for that surprise, man. Maybe you'll tell us once the camera stop rolling. Now, you said that song is called 6 Feet, but there's another song I want to ask you about that we was playing before. Jada Pinkett Smith.
My letter to Jada.
It's your letter to Jada. Now, can you explain the reason behind this, or like what made you want to write a song about it and like name it that?
I gotta keep it solid.
Keep it 100, please.
I always keep it solid. So anybody that contributes to anything that I do, I always gotta, you know what I mean? I think a lot of niggas think they be like, bro, you too nice. You always shouting these niggas out, and these niggas don't help you. I'm starting to see that now, so I understand it. But I'm like, bro, this is just my personality.
That's who you are.
This my character.
Changed, yeah.
So if them niggas is sucker, we gonna let them continue to do the sucker shit. I'm gonna continue to be solid.
Right?
So,
why be a sucker?
Jada Pinkett. So I'm having a phone conversation with glasses.
Right.
And we were just talking about musical shit and just certain things I could do, and I forgot what topic we was on. He was just like, oh, because he was like, bro, you're very good when it comes to the women. And I've been fighting that for a long time, my whole career, because I wasn't understanding it at first. Right. Like, a nigga just got to walk in their truth. Yes, I'm from where I'm from. Right. Yes, I'm really from my area. But if you know my personality, it's always been about women.
Right.
Like, I've been with the same woman for a long time, and I get in trouble for it. Man. Niggas like, so if you gonna get in trouble for it, you might as well get paid for it.
Right.
And she's still with your motherfucking ass too, so you might as well get paid for it and contribute to your household with this bullshit that you be doing. So G was like, man, why don't you just do some fly shit? Like, won't you write a letter to Jada or something? I was like, oh, nigga, that's a good idea.
That's actually genius.
So when I do it, I send it straight to him. He go, oh, that's what I'm talking about. Now, it didn't do what we wanted it to do, because sometimes you get overlooked, and that's cool.
Right, it happened.
This the music industry, but I know that whoever hear that song, they always be like, that was dope. And it wasn't, I didn't disrespect her at all.
No.
And I was just speaking from my perspective of a man, if I was Will. Because I wasn't saying that he was perfect, or like he ain't doing
no one is.
Like he ain't did no weird shit, but I'm just saying, like, at least from what I known of my knowledge, at least he didn't go to the internet.
Yeah, see, that was
and throw you underneath the bus.
100%.
And I felt like that is your story too, Jada. That's your story. But at the end of the day, sometimes some things are left unsaid.
100%. And sometimes
if y'all did want to write y'all books, well, you do it in the book then. If y'all agreed to that, because I heard they agreed to a lot of shit. Like I said, that's none of my business.
No, but
I would at the end of the day, me being an artist, I was just being artistic.
Right, but no, at the end of the day, you have to respect the household, and you have to respect your king. Like, cause at the end of the day, it's in the household, the man is the head of the household. Yeah. So like, at
least if you run that motherfucker in the household, let him be the man in public.
Let him be the man in public. Like, don't get on the camera, Aaron, and then I feel so sorry for Will, but then again, I don't, because for some reason he allowed it, and like for some reason she felt she can do that kind of shit. So like I'm not mad at Jada, I'm not mad at Will, but I did a reaction video when that shit first came out. Man, if she ever see this, or if Will see this, he might walk in this motherfucker and swing on me. I went nuts on her, cause like at the time, my truth was I felt fucked up for the nigga, cause at the end of the day, I'm like, damn, Will, he been a good nigga too long in our eyes. So,
in our eye, and
that's why I said that.
In our eyes, that's why I wasn't making it like, oh, I'm just a will advocate.
Right.
I'm speaking from my perspective.
100%.
If I was him,
right.
And this how I would feel. Like, don't do me like that. If I was him, and that's all. I mean, I feel like it was some good artistry. You feel me? It was a dope record. But that's how it came about. I had a phone conversation with Glasses, and when he said that, he sparked the idea.
That's a dope idea. That's a dope idea. And at the end of the day, we also have to remember that this is fucking Hollywood. Yeah. And with these actors, nigga, I never know if they playing pretend or not. Like some of these motherfuckers.
Bro, it's smoke and mirrors.
It's smoke and mirrors.
Because to me, after everything happened, I said, this is probably their whole plan.
It was probably in the whole plan, because look what happened. We still talking about them. Will haven't put out a hit movie in how many years? But he been the headline of the news for the last, 16 months? So, like, all this shit probably was planned. It's Hollywood, man. It's smoke and mirrors, man.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you.
Go ahead.
Another big thing that I'm doing for the Low Bottom East Side, me and my homeboy Jay Killer from Pueblo Bishops.
Okay, shout out to Jay Killer.
We got a song together called Wild Wild West.
Oh, man. Make sure you guys look for that, Wild Wild West.
It's not out yet.
Okay.
It's coming out, and we just shot the video. But it's produced by Disco and a legendary Battle Cat.
Shit. Shout out to Disco, Battle Cat. And I can't wait. And it's called Wild Wild West. When we start looking out for that?
I'm not sure, because it's Jay Killer song.
Okay.
But he been an advocate with me on putting the Bottoms on the map and some whole other shit.
You have to, man, because it seems like, they trying to leave you guys out of it, but I'm glad they got voices out of the Low Bottoms, because that's another legendary area in the L.A. that the world need to know about, not just L.A. cats, man. So we be on the lookout for Wild Wild West, man. That shit sound hard. Come on now.
Come on, East Side.
Hey. So I got a couple more questions for you, man. I know, I want to not hold you up all night. You got any other new music that you want to talk about that's coming out, man?
Well,
any
everybody
tapes?
Everybody know that I come from the gangster rap era. I'm from the West Coast.
West Coast all day, baby.
And I was doing a traditional gangster rap, but this goes back into a lot of people, a lot of my peers and friends, like like Glasses and Problem. A lot of people was like, bro, you gotta just go for the women. Even Killer Twan just told me this the other day, like, bro, you need to stay right there. Ty $, actually called me the other day, was like, I like this new shit that you doing, but a lot of people been saying, like, bro, you had it, you just was running away from it. So I start transitioning to the melodic side. I've always done it. I've done it on a few songs here and there through my whole career, but I really went full fledged. And when I went full fledged on, it seemed like the doors opened up. Right. And now they're not afraid to talk to me. Now these companies like Taylorport is conversing with me and stuff like that, because it doesn't look so gangster. Like, look, they gonna sign niggas. They sign all these young niggas that do the drill music and all that. But sometimes when they come from us, the West Coast, and we talking this gangbang shit, they like, oh, this is for real.
For some reason, we make everything better. Like, if they want to sell some shit, they like, we gotta get this West Coast nigga. So Taylorport.
But it's a gift and a curse, because sometimes they'd be like, no, nigga, they'd be fucking upset. Like, what the hell? Nah, this is too real. With the Crip and Blood, so it's like, nah, because anybody across the map can be a Crip and a Blood, and that shit be like, oh, that shit fly. But when we do it, all them niggas old school, they still wearing khakis. They wearing shirts. Who do that now and all that type of shit. Them niggas still ride 6'4".
Yes, we do.
But y'all would do the same thing in y'all music. Y'all would take the culture and the image from us 100%. All the time. So I don't know if I don't know if it still got something to do with the old Suge days. They be like, we ain't trying to be a part of that. But when I opened up to the melodic side, I put out a project called Gangsters Need Love, where I'm singing and rapping. That opened up the doors. And then I just dropped a tape on Christmas called Sex on Christmas.
Sex on Christmas.
And like I said, I'm just getting into my bag with, chasing after the women, because the women are the number one supporters. They gonna come out to your shows. They gonna buy tickets. They gonna buy merch. They gonna do all that.
Man, they the only. Without them, there would be no industry.
But guess what? I shouldn't worry about getting the streets and catering to the streets, because I'm from there. And plus, every real nigga loves a female,
100%.
unless you
You
on some
better.
weirdo shit. So
Yeah.
you gonna be where the women is at.
Exactly.
Nigga, like I might not go to a Genuine show for him, but niggas gonna go because I'm like the bitches gonna be there.
That reminds me of what Cat Wood you said. I don't drink Alizé, but the bitches do. Like that's
Exactly.
what basically
So
what.
if I'm making the music to the women and I'm catering to the women and they coming to my shows, all the niggas from the street gonna be like, oh shit, it's cool because
It's
K-Boy doing it and all the bitches is there.
Man, you know how long I was trying to go to an Usher concert? I don't want to go. I fuck with Usher. I like his music, but like nigga, you go
wanted
to
to see what was in there.
Come on now, the most talent you gonna ever see in your life in there, and I'm not talking about on stage.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But let's way back to Taylor Port. So, cause I'm starting to hear this for the first time recently. Like, I'm not really up on that, and you were telling me earlier that's like some wine and
It's wine, man. That shit like a lot of niggas call that shit. They be like, man, that's Hennessy and wine.
Taylor.
So Taylor Port, 20% alcohol.
Okay.
It's wine. So I really don't do anything. So everybody who know me for real, like,
Right.
wait a minute, you got a song about drinking, you don't even drink or smoke.
Right.
But I'm like, I got a little older, so I just said, let me start tasting this wine. Honestly, like I said, I got to keep it solid. My homegirls put me on that. We was at a function one day. My people got this thing they called the Red Room, and I was wondering, like, why the fuck is everybody so faded in here? What is y'all drinking? It was a gang of Taylor Port bottles. I'm like, what the hell is that? They like, this is wine. So I drink it. I'm thinking that I'm a lightweight, the reason why I'm faded, but it's like, no, nigga, it's 20%,
That
nigga.
is strong.
Yeah, so niggas start drinking. I'm like, it's cool. I feel like I'm a grown man. Nigga sip some wine.
Right,
So I'm
right.
like, cool, wine is cool. Man, they made a song about it the next week.
I bet your OGs used to tell you about Cisco,
Yeah.
because that's what the fuck Taylor Port sound like to me. That's like how the big homies used to be off Cisco, and they'd be drinking them little bottles and be ready to do backflips off a balcony. Like,
No, but the good thing about this is, no, it don't make you violent.
No?
That shit
Oh.
make you feel like you
Okay,
the
you-
most players nigga in the
oh,
room.
word, okay.
You know what I mean?
Like you got on a 3-piece suit, even though you got on a tank top.
No, come on,
Come
yeah.
on, all
And then
right.
if the ladies drink it, they gonna be in the mood.
Hey, if the bitches like it, I like it, man. On
Yeah,
the real.
so Taylor Port, and they've been very the company, shout out to them, they have been very supportive of the record.
Okay.
And the record has been growing on the East Coast. So shout out my people on the East Coast, DJ L Nice, my homeboy Stefan. They really been helping push that record on East, because Taylor Port is big on the East Coast anyway. So they need a West Coast representative. So
Come on now.
hey, so why not me?
Hey man, we got to get this record played on the West Coast. So all these West Coast DJs, man, DJ Head and Felly Fell and PJ Butter and Big Boy, man, we got to start spinning this Taylor Port record by my boy K-Boy. Now I got one more thing. There's some situations going on, man, and like I had to bring this up because someone brought this up. Because my people's was heavy, really close with Nip. And it's a dude right now that's going around saying all of this stuff about him. Now, we ain't got to even say his name, but I just want to know your opinion on someone waiting 5 years to come on these platforms to talk shit about someone, but claiming that was a friend. Like, why are these platforms allowing this? And I just want your opinion.
I just said this. I just said this the other day, and that's when I was in my feelings. When I told you, it's like you hearing all these negative things about you. You like, damn, but I'm doing the most positive things. Like,
Right.
why y'all trying to
Why?
assassinate my character when y'all know I'm out here trying to help niggas and trying to put niggas on, and they never did no sucker shit. Don't got no smut. And if you really did your research about me, I go anywhere.
Right. Anywhere in the city.
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
Niggas be looking like, how do you do that? I tell them, it ain't no tough man shit. I just got respect.
Respect.
And at least I thought I got respect until a nigga started hearing these things like, oh, man, watch these niggas talking about you. But at the end of the day, I told myself, I'm not exempt. Jesus wasn't exempt. I said, my homeboy is dead in the grave, which I'm talking about Nip. And he's still getting talked about.
That's crazy to me.
After all this dope shit he did for his community and all that, you trying to find out all his darkest secrets?
I know,
That's horrible to me.
That's terrible to me.
So not to even get that situation no light.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
not.
not.
Wanna
We're gonna
get
close
it.
the book on that.
Yeah, I don't even want to give it no light. I just
Nah.
feel like, nigga, like how he said before he passed away. Like, nigga, we gonna let the clowns be in the circus.
Come on now. Well, K-Boy, man, this has been a pleasure, man. I'm glad we got to sit down and chop it up, man. We are definitely definitely going to help push your record, man. Sex on Christmas. We got the Taylor Port song and whatever else you got coming on, man. Just know you are always welcome on the Why Not podcast, man. We're going to do whatever it takes to help push you, bro. I really appreciate you, man. Let's
No, that's all love. That's crazy that you said the Why Not do whatever it takes. Shout out my homeboy Mills with the Whatever It Takes brand.
Hey, and another thing, like I always tell my guys, let this not be the first, but the first of 100, man. That's
what I wanted to do.
Yeah, go ahead.
Certain people that do fuck with me and I know love me the way that I love them. So I said, anytime I'm on a podcast, I want to show them some love. And
Please do.
So my homeboy from my neighborhood, his name is Terry Rogan.
Shout out Terry Rogan.
They call him Fat Boy Monopoly. He out here doing this thing. He building all these stores in the community and all that. So he doing this thing. He from the same area as me, same neighborhood and all that shit.
Okay.
So him, all my people on the food truck circuit, my homegirl Big JoJo, she got a JoJo's Kitchen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Her shit is popping. It's good.
Okay, how about this? The people that you shotting out, how about we extend an invitation to all of them right now?
And they could come talk about what they need to talk about.
Okay,
because I'll be shouting out the real people forever.
Okay, well, all the people that you just named, make sure that you let them know that the door is open and they have an open invitation to come on to this podcast and talk their business. And that's something I promise. All they got to do is hit the producer, email us, man, and they come share their story right here.
And tell them I sent y'all. So, yeah. So, shout out to everybody that really fuck with me. You know, shout out to my family, of course, all the time because that's my backbone.
Come on now.
So
without family, what are we?
So at the end of the day, it's your favorite EastSide nigga, EastSide K-Boy, and I'm out.
Come on now.
How you do?